everybody. Welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday and it is June 15th. Immediately following our morning broadcast of This Day, we do have a board meeting. That's going to be the third board meeting right here about 9:30 time frame on Village Television. And of course, you could always follow along at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now on our show today, we do have Jeff Parker with a Laguna Woods Village update, and today is June 15th and the governor has come out with his reopening plans. So we're going to go over all the things that are going to open up here June 15th as well as July. So we're going to tell you a little bit about that, so stick around. All right, we do have an excessive heat warning again today. It is a hot one out there. It doesn't feel like it this morning. Actually quite lovely this morning. However, today we are reaching about 94 degrees. So it is going to be very warm today. We like to call it a scorcher today, and as my co-worker Mark points out, Del Scorcho. So, you know, hey, really hot today. Very warm tomorrow, 87, 66, sunshine on Thursday, 87, 67, then again Friday, 87, 67, and Saturday, 87, 69. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:40, and our sunset will be at 8:03. Thank you, Mark, for sending this photo in. This is Dana Point, where you certainly can paddleboard, and I would go out today because it'll be a lovely day and no wind to really speak of. If you have a photo you'd like to share with us, maybe of a destination that you guys have been to or someplace that you would like to go to, send me an email at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, stick around and we will have Jeff Parker.
City of Hope is speeding cancer research and treatment to Orange County.
Hope allows patients to know that they can get through the process and be okay. Because if you lose hope, then you really are not fighting. And so hope is extremely important in a patient who's diagnosed with cancer.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Improving your hearing is the most effective way to prevent cognitive decline. Research shows your brain cannot remember what it doesn't hear. Hi, I'm Ann Mundell-Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing. Hearing loss makes understanding harder when others are wearing masks while doing Zoom calls, FaceTime, and watching TV. It's time to enjoy conversations again. Call Amazing Hearing to schedule your hearing appointment. We are the experts and we accept some insurances.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we do have Jeff Parker here with some excellent information for the reopening of the village. But before we do that, we are going to go over some of the COVID numbers. Now, this will probably be our last time that we go over our COVID numbers. So, because we know that they're really not too much to report. They are very low, but nevertheless, we'll do it one last time.
One last time. The COVID numbers actually had a little spike, but that was predicted, kind of coming out of the last holiday that we had, but at 75, still way under the numbers that we had seen before. Unfortunately, a couple more deaths, but the big numbers
Look
were
at that significant amount of testing.
Yeah.
That went way up. That's like double
and
what
I think
they were
that,
doing.
again, they probably accumulated over that holiday weekend and reported that. But again, it's so important relative to the one we show on our percentages and how they drop down.
Right.
The important ones, again, really, really low numbers on the ICUs and the beds. Because the hospital beds and the ICUs mean that the hospitalization rate has gone down. People getting that sick with COVID is critical. So vaccinations have worked to help reduce that. And it's allowed the governor to move to this day today, going away from the whole tiered system at all.
Right, which of course we will be talking about shortly. But did you want to show the other chart as well, so we can see the numbers, just so we can see them one last time, since we're probably not going to. And we are always very happy that they're in such a low, because remember, we've been reporting these things for over a year and a half, about a year and a half now.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and if you remember, we were up in that purple tier, and it was frightening in some of the numbers, and now we're below 1% on everything. And that's certainly the category of minimal tier is under 2%, so that shows you that we're meeting the criteria that certainly the governor had in moving away from the tiers altogether, which he's doing today.
Right, which is great. And there has been chat that, you know, come the fall, we'll have to all revisit things because we just don't know what could happen. We don't know if we'll have to wear masks or not wear masks, or we don't know. I mean, it's
we don't know, and that's why the state is so so gung-ho about moving forward and continuing to move forward with the vaccinations. Because the vaccinations are going to be the best protective to having to be reactive and going back to a mask wearing.
Exactly. And there was a report out that those areas that are not heavy on the vaccinations they still have COVID high numbers. So good job, Village, right? I mean, good job to Laguna Woods as a whole.
It's been fantastic.
And we have we increased at all?
No, just a slight. We were at 422 a couple of weeks ago when I talked to you. We were at 425, but
nothing much.
Nothing much in the way of growth. And again, this is the good news, is that the Village, and when you go back and look at these numbers historically, you're going to find out that the Village did a great job getting ahead of it, getting the individuals to wear masks, controlling the scenario. I can't say enough about our citizens here and our residents of how they participated in staying safe, and it allowed us to have some of the lowest numbers in Orange County.
Exactly. Okay, so enough on the COVID. Washing our hands of that for now.
Looking forward to not having to talk about it.
That's right, that's right. All right, but moving on to very exciting news is that all of the folks here are anticipating things opening. So let's go ahead, and we have a nice chart for everybody to follow along. And today is the day. So what are we looking at?
So a lot of reopenings, expansion of things that we've already been doing. So with the first thing I wanted to mention was the community center where we're at. We're going to be open 8 a.m. to 4:30 Monday through Friday for just the center itself. We're going to have the community center is going to be over. The fitness center will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then the Mac Learning Center and PC workshops will follow the same kind of operations of the community center, but really they'll work with their coordinators because they have volunteers that manage both of those operations. So they'll be working directly with them.
And there's limited space in there anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Table tennis, one of our very popular things, from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday right now. And we'll be looking at expanding this in July as the opportunity comes to expand our operations on it.
Do you mean expanding
hours?
What? Oh, hours, like to what time? 5?
Probably later in the evening, like like the fitness center.
Oh, okay.
And also on the weekend.
Oh, gotcha. That's right.
It's all about coordinating the amount of time we have with our staffing and getting everything up to speed.
Well, and as we talked before, there is still an issue. It hasn't gone away, that many corporations and our service industries cannot find people to work. And that is a huge issue with everyone.
It's a challenge. It's a
Yeah.
challenge, and we're facing it, and we're working very hard in due diligence, and we're reaching out even to our residents here to see if we have residents that would like to work on a part-time basis for some of these
What a great
jobs that we have.
opportunity. Oh, that's nice. That's great. That's good. All right. So what now? Oh, then we have to go back to that same slide to talk about the
real
resident
quick,
services.
resident services and manor alterations. As you know, in the past we were working like half-day schedules for appointments. Now we're going to full day, 8
okay.
a.m. to 4 p.m. You can make scheduled appointments with both resident services and manor alterations. You can walk in, the center's open, but we're trying to gear everybody towards appointments so that we can have a scheduled time with you, address your specific issue, and then get you off and going. We have a lot of people that are using the telephone and email. That's great. We'd like that because that doesn't clog up, obviously, people coming into the building.
Right.
So our operations are working really effectively right now, so we want to continue that operation. And then last thing I wanted to mention was real estate. They were very happy to know that open houses and estate sales will resume now.
Okay, and you had mentioned that under resident services, the RFIDs, are they still going to pull around the back
Yep,
like they did
still
before?
going to do the same operation with regards to our
Hey, it
RFID.
works great.
Yep, it does. They don't have
like
to
a
come into the
drive-through.
building. Yep, very similar to that.
All right,
All
good.
right, go
And then
on.
you've got you have another slide here. We're going to talk
Sure.
about something else. Clubhouse.
Yeah, we got the clubhouses now. Clubhouse 1 open from 8 to 8 on a daily basis. This includes billiards and drop-in lounge, the indoor archery, indoor-outdoor gym, no restrictions on the gym. We used to have restrictions, now there won't be any, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then that indoor and outdoor gym will also be open on Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
All right.
Also open will be the indoor mini gym, which is where we play badminton and pickleball and volleyball.
Okay.
Now on Clubhouse 2, limited use at Clubhouse 2 right now. We're still just focusing on indoor recreation classes that we hold and the indoor bingo.
Okay.
As far as Clubhouse 2 at this point in time.
Okay. All right.
With regards to, keep going here, at Clubhouse 4 or 5, no restrictions and reservations at Clubhouse 4, but we do want you to contact the Clubhouse for specific studio times. So we have workshops like the wood shop and the sewing center and then the ceramics. They're all handled a little different with regards to how they're handling their classes and how they're handling people coming in.
Okay.
So if you just contact them, the phone number is 597-4291.
Okay.
Gotta make sure I got that right. 4291.
4291. Okay.
And so just contact the studios and they'll direct you as far as the specific times they're going to be open.
Okay.
Bocce's no restriction, so we're opening that again. And same way with going to the next page, we got lawn bowling, paddle tennis, pickleball, all basically just time restrictions, no reservations required. The only reservations we're doing on pickleball is in the non-peak hours. So 3 to 8 p.m. at night and on Saturday and Sunday. The reason we're doing that again is the staffing requirements and making sure that we have people getting the availability of getting on the courts. Want to make it sure that it spreads out and everybody has an opportunity to play.
Right.
But during those peak hours where everybody generally goes out in the mornings and plays, we're not restricting that with regards to reservation at all.
Well, yeah, pickleball works a little bit differently than tennis because sometimes, people are playing and then you put a paddle like in the middle or something and then you rotate.
Right.
So there is
A lot
that
of that.
kind of thing. They do rotations.
And there's certainly, even with tennis, there's some of that goes on. So we're, again, no reservations required on courts 1 through 6 with regards to tennis, but we are doing reservations required from 7 a.m. to noon on courts 7 and 8. Again, for those that go out there on a regular basis, the very active tennis players, they'll be in those courts 1 through 6. We'll make sure that we have the capability of getting people slotted in that go out once in a while through a reservation on courts 7 and 8.
Excellent.
Excuse me, and then reservations required all day on courts 9 and 10. So same thing, just being able to have the flexibility at this point in time with regards to our reservation system.
Great.
Big one, pools.
Yes.
Pool 2 is the only one we're going to have reservation process on, and that is being monitored with our lifeguards, and that's because we have the lap pool there, and we want to, a lot of confirmations from people and dialoguing with people when we went into COVID. They like the lap swimming. They're the more active swimmers, I'll say, in
Right.
this They're not just in the pool lounge. So we're going to keep pool 2 for that lap swimming, and all the other pools are going to be open with no lane. They'll have lanes or non-lanes, but they'll be open for activities.
Okay.
Now, the one I wanted to mention there was pool 5, the typical 7 to 9, but 4 lanes, and then 7 to 10:30, there'll be 2 lanes from 10:30 to 9 p.m. So we'll kind of narrow down the lanes, but the
okay.
rest of the swimming will be open.
All right.
Pool 6, obviously no lanes. Pool 1, I mentioned last time, we're still waiting for the boiler. Hopefully I'll have an update next week on that, but we're working feverishly to get that thing shipped out here and get it installed so we can get Pool 1 back open to full operation, and that'll make a big difference with regards to our activities.
Great, great.
The last thing I wanted to mention was we had a lot of calls and questions with regards to guests, again with regards to the pools, 15 and older with regards to guests, and with regards to golf, we're trying to make sure that everybody's getting a tee time that's a resident here, but we are going to allow in non-prime time hours guests to come in. But you need to contact the clubhouse there.
Right.
So the contact number for the golf club is 597-4336. Call them directly about getting a guest to come in the non-peak hours in the afternoon.
And do you know what the non-peak hours are?
I don't think they know. It's all
just
depending on how many of our residents are staying with their reservations, because we are fully booked with regards to
Right.
reservations.
Right.
We know that's going to start to go down a little bit because there's these other activities they can now do.
Right, right.
And so that's where we'll squeeze in some of our guests.
Well, and like you said, the best place to call is to call, talk to the golf shop, find out what they're going to obviously be able to tell you what are peak hours and what aren't. So.
Don't want to forget the History Center and the library. No restrictions there. The hours there at the library are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then 10 to 1 on Saturday. And the History Center is 11 to 1 on Monday through Friday. So it's great to have those open again too. And yeah, so it's really good. And then we drop over to July 6th. What we're going to do after the 4th of July holiday, we'll expand the hours. We're again trying to get our staffing up here.
Yes.
Again, Clubhouse 7, we'll start to see the bridge room reopening, so the big bridge club can come back.
Right.
And then clubhouse reservations. This was an important one that we want to start gearing up in July, and that is getting people reservations for private parties, weddings, and those type of events,
right.
which is going to be a big deal because they haven't been able to do it
I know. I've heard there's a
half.
huge rush on so many venues now for people wanting to get married, and it's now they're having to book way in advance to like the next year. So yeah, big push.
That'll be a big. And the last one there is the Equestrian Center. We're in the midst right now of getting the arena all fixed up, new sand and everything down there, and so the arena's going to be fixed up, and we're doing some other landscaping down there. So we're excited about having that ready to go in July.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about the classes that they're going to have, because it sounds like they have a lot of new stuff that was not offered before, and some therapeutic things, which is going to be really awesome for people. And then they don't have to go. I mean, the Shea Center is awesome, but that's in San Juan Capistrano.
Sure.
So if you have something similar to that here for some of those folks, I think that's great.
It will be. Two other things I wanted to mention real quick. The Emeritus program, which we work with, obviously, the college, they're going to stay online with their classes until January.
Okay.
So there won't be any Emeritus classes during the summer or fall.
Okay.
So we'll wait and see how that works out in January. We're talking to them on their schedule. And the last thing is transportation in the village. We have a big transportation system. And I just want to make sure people understand that even though today you don't have to wear a mask to come into the community center or go to these activities, you still have to wear a mask on the transportation. That is federally regulated and state regulated, and it mandates the mask is still continued. Now we're going to hear from OSHA, which sets standards for employees and everything, on the 17th. At that point in time, that may be relaxed. We'll see how that works out on the 17th, but we'll be following those guidelines from the state and the feds with regards to transportation until then.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. So just pop in that mask in your purse or pocket, because you just never know when you're going to need it at this point.
And when you go out to the private sector, they still have the right as a business to determine whether they want to require you to wear masks in their facilities.
Right.
So it is not just carte blanche that everybody's going back. Some places may still require that you wear a mask.
Exactly.
And so it's often good to keep that in handy place.
Exactly. I actually found that out yesterday because there was one place that we would go to and it was a chain, but they gave it up, they gave the authority up to each individual location, and one location required masks and the other one didn't. So yeah, it's still a little willy-nilly out there for now, so be prepared.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, thank you. Great information. Very excited. We'll see how things go. We'll see you again next Tuesday and we'll catch up.
Sounds great.
All right, thanks. All right, come on back because I have some great information for you about Girl Scout cookies. Stay tuned.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal better hearing appointment.
At Harvard Eye, we are so happy to be open again and to see all of you for your medical and surgical eye care. We're taking great care to protect everyone from COVID-19 by seeing fewer patients, spacing out chairs in our lobby, sanitizing our office constantly, and doing much more. The world is changing a lot, but what hasn't changed is we're honored by your trust and confidence, and we're committed to keeping you safe. We can't wait to see you.
Well, the Girl Scouts have an unusual problem. They have 15 million unsold boxes of cookies. Now, that's not just the Thin Mints, that's the whole branch of them. And the 109-year-old organization says that the coronavirus, not thinner demand for Thin Mints, really was the main issue as to why they couldn't sell them, because they couldn't stand outside Lowe's or the grocery store and sell you the boxes like they normally would have. So what they are doing is they are going to be selling their cookies online. And I wanted to give you that information so you can go to girlscoutsoc.org. Or if you happen to know of anyone that has a child that is selling Girl Scout cookies, well, they've got plenty of them. So let's help out those Girl Scouts and get those cookies. So I wanted to just let you guys know about that because I thought that was a really great piece of information. And I know that I will be ordering my Thin Mints. And as we say here, we're going to stick those in the freezer and they'll last 12 months. All right, come back with us and we'll have some additional information about Laguna Woods Village.
At Memorial Carey Saddleback Medical Center, we are a magnet designated facility, which means that we're in the top 8% of hospitals across the nation that are recognized for high quality patient outcomes and nursing excellence. And what that means is that we have nurses that are highly engaged and enthusiastic about their workplace, that we have lower vacancy rates, lower turnover, and high nursing satisfaction scores.
With 2020 behind us, now is the perfect time to take care of all the things that you might not have been able to. Caliber Collision is just up the street from you, and we offer a lifetime warranty on all body and repair work for as long as you own your vehicle. And we offer free pickup and delivery for all our Laguna Woods customers. On or off the road, safety is very important to us, which is why we are following all COVID-19 guidelines. Caliber Collision, restoring the rhythm of your life.
Welcome back. Well, we have two food distributions I want to tell you about that are happening tomorrow. One is at the outlets in San Clemente, and Supervisor Lisa Bartlett and Saddleback Church are doing that from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and that is a drive-through one. And you just drive through, get your groceries, and you can leave. And and that's from 10 to 12, and that's tomorrow. And then we also have another one that's also put on by Saddleback Church, but this is happening at St. Nicholas Catholic Church right here on El Toro Road in Laguna Woods. And if you want more information about that, you can call 949-609-8574. Let's take a look at our weather one last time. As I mentioned, excessive heat warning today. Even though it's nice and beautiful now, it's not going to be in a few hours. It's going to be very warm today, 94, 69. Tomorrow and the next 4 days are going to be around 87 degrees during the day, and with the overnights in the high 60s. So nonetheless, it'll be pretty, but it will be hot. So make sure you take all the precautions necessary. Have a great day in the village. We'll see you again tomorrow right here at 9 a.m. And don't forget, right after our morning broadcast, we do have the third board meeting. Have a great day today. Bye-bye.
At Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care at USC School of Dentistry. Here at Laguna Woods Dental Care, we are up to date with the latest technology. Our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer an affordable membership plan that includes cleanings and deep cleanings if recommended. We're located outside Gate 3. Call us today.
The condominiums at the Towers in Laguna Woods Village offer 7 spacious floor plans, unforgettable views, convenient bus transportation, and a new experience in independent, carefree senior living. Our beautiful hotel-style environment offers nightly 4-course dinner service, bi-weekly housekeeping, and a wide variety of activities. Also for your convenience, our 24-hour concierge, 24-hour maintenance services, and on-site management. Experience elevated living at its finest.